Hello, and welcome to the most horrifying thing you've ever seen. Or we could call it Jamie tries to give YouTube superstar Brad Mondo a heart attack. Guess what I'm going to do today? I'm going to put color in my hair. I've got Sangria Pop and Poppin' Purple. Yeah. So if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll notice that sometimes I have stripes of color in my hair. And I decided I need to do it again because I kind of need a pick-me-up. I've been having so many lovely issues. You know, I just found out I have osteoarthritis. Yay. I'm getting old, folks. You know? I turned 43 on September 8th. Yes, I am 10 years and 1 week older than Jenna Marbles. And I'll never be as cool as her. Then again, I don't have to be as cool as her. I only have to be as cool as Jamie. Alright? So, first thing you should know, I am not a natural blonde. And if I had any editing capabilities at this point, I would insert a picture of me as a child when I had red hair. But as I got older, my hair turned mousy brown. And that mousy brown just does not look good with my skin. And truthfully, red doesn't look good with my skin because I've got rosacea. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where my hair color comes from. Hashtag not sponsored. Yes. I'm a bad girl and I do my color at home. My mom's a retired hairstylist, so, you know, anytime I've suggested going to a salon, she acts like if I'm Dorothy Zbornak, and I just said, Shady Pines, Mom. Or Mom, actually, I should say. I'm sorry. Because I don't have any super good editing capabilities, and the camera that I have eats batteries like nobody's business. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to film a little bit of me doing one color, turn off the camera, then come back and do some of the other color. And so that'll be fun, because I don't want this to be like a 20-hour long video. You know? Oh, yay. I'm just talking a lot. First things first. So, those highlighting caps do not fit on my head. So what I've done is I have bought cheap little caps that you can get for $6 for $1 at Dollar Tree. And there's two ways you can go about it. You can take a pair of scissors and you can cut holes yourself. Or you can just put it on, and because the plastic is so thin, you can rip through it. I know that usually colors and highlights, a professional stylist would do like it very even and different sections, but we're not doing that. I wonder how echoey this tape is going to be, you know. And if it's a little bit off kilter, I'm sorry. In order to get it high enough to get this much of in, I have to prop it up with lids from printer paper boxes. And like one is a little bit older and a little bit more worn out than the others, but I did my best. See, now as we can see, this one already has a rip in it. But first things first, we should do our colors. So I've got my trusty rusty bowl. I know you're supposed to use a plastic bowl. I don't have a plastic bowl. I have an old metal bowl. Somewhere out there, Brad Mondo is going, ah! Like he's ever going to see this. Though I am going to tweet it to him, just to see if he'll watch it. You know? Come on, Brad. Watch a 43-year-old lady ruin her hair. Wow. Okay, I did not know it was going to come out white. This is my first time using this brand. I've used a couple other brands. The one I liked the most so far was Ion. The one I liked the least was Wella. Right. So what I've done in preparation for this, on Thursday I touched up my roots. It usually takes me about 2 bottles of this. I touched up my roots and got it all ready. Today's Monday. I've done a couple of hot oil treatments. I'm knocking things over. I'm knocking things over. Again, hashtag not sponsored. I like these. I know you cannot repair damaged hair, but the way I figure it is you can prevent it from breaking a lot by doing treatments on it. Much to my shock, I tried an old-fashioned treatment that Brad's not going to like if he watches this video. I tried an old-fashioned treatment where you mix a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise with a raw egg. And my God, it actually worked. It actually worked. My hair was a lot easier to comb through, and it didn't break half as much as it normally does. I have very damaged hair. Not just from the fact that I color it at home. I have very damaged hair because I have anemia. And one of the symptoms of anemia is brittle, easily broken hair. Other symptoms include chronic nightmares, dark circles under the eyes, restless legs, and the desire to chew ice. Yes, if you chew ice, it's not what they always say it is. It's because you're probably anemic. So there we go. So it looks like at the end of the tube it finally had some color. We're going to mix it up. Ooh, wow, that's a strong smell. Ooh. The other ones didn't smell this bad. Ugh. See. The reason why I'm trying this brand is, while I liked the Ion the best, I was trying for purple and I ended up with blue. I don't know why, but I just did. Mix! Ooh, it's real thick too. It's like trying to mix up a real thick buttercream frosting. Like if you haven't put enough milk in it to make it watery enough to mix. Ugh. Oh my God. Of course, normally I do this with the bathroom doors open, but I have them closed right now, and the fan up there doesn't work. Which is probably a good thing, because then all you'd hear is the sound of the bathroom fan. Okay. So, that's supposed to be sangria pop. It's kind of a light pink color. This will be fun. See, there was already a hole in this one. There it is. Don't worry, Brad. I'm going to put gloves on eventually. I tell you, my camera eats batteries like nobody's business. Okay, usual rules apply as with any of my videos if you've never watched them before. If you see anything or hear anything that you like and want to use in your own videos, whether it's this video or any of my other ones, go ahead and use them. Only rules are, you cannot make fun of me for being pro-vaccine, and you cannot make fun of me for being fat. And the reason why I have those 2 rules is because I have anti-vaxxers on Instagram that like to use my stuff saying that I'm wrong about vaccines being safe because I'm fat. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, apparently my weight means that science is no longer true. So, and here's a fun, so here's a fun thing, if Brad is watching this. He doesn't have to use this for a hairdresser's react. It would be nice if he did. It would be like a bucket list item for me. But, you know, so I've had problems on and off again with the anti-vaxxers, which means I do kind of keep up with some of the stupid things they say and do. And this is especially on Facebook. A lot of anti-vaxxers like to claim that homosexuality and transgenderism did not exist before vaccines. But guess what? If you eat vegan, you'll become straight or cisgender, as the case may be. That's according to anti-vaxxers. God, I would love to see somebody who's gay and or trans and happens to be vegan do a video on the subject matter. It would blow their little minds. I told my dad about it, how the anti-vaxxers claimed that before vaccines, homosexuality didn't exist, and the first words out of his mouth was, they've never read the Bible. So this is what I mean, it's just such a thin plastic, it's so easy to rip through. And you can see how in some sections my hair is real short. I'm working on it. I'm trying to make it healthier. You know, it's not easy. It's not like you can take a vitamin, because there's actually no scientific basis for why vitamins actually working. Think about that the next time somebody tries to sell you hair vitamins. Like I said, I'm anemic. So part of my problem is low blood iron levels. And they do cause thinning, easily broken hair. You know, and then oh, this is going to be fun, because it's just going to be random all over the place. I think I've got enough out. Latex-free gloves, because I'm allergic to latex. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate gloves? I hate gloves. I hate hats. You know, if I have to wear something to shade my face from the sun, I prefer a visor. I do not like a hat. I will do anything in my power to avoid wearing a wig, you know. My mom, because of my brittle hair, my mom used to put a lot of hair pieces on me to make my hair look longer than it is. And God, I hated that. Okay. This is not a professional quality video because I don't know how to edit. But yeah, like I said, okay, so if you like anything in any of my videos and want to use in your own videos, even if it's just a voiceover, go ahead and use it as long as you're not going to make fun of me for being fat or pro-vaccine. And if you are like somebody with an advertising agency or something, which I doubt that's going to happen, but if it does, all right. So I'm not going to necessarily say you have to pay me. Like if you're a mom and pop operation, a one-time $25 Amazon gift card. If you are a big corporation that makes thousands of dollars a year, then how about a $100 gift card for every $1,000 the advertisement makes? Okay? I doubt that's going to happen though, because I don't have quality videos. You know? But I get these messages on like Instagram from like pet clothing places every time I post a picture of my dog Molly Weasley. And they're like, oh, would you like to be a brand ambassador? Of course, we all know what's really going on there. They're pyramid schemes, honey. Multi-level marketing is just pyramid schemes with a product. Oh, this should be fun because it's random. It's random. It's so random, just like me. I'm random. I'm weird. I wonder how my manager at the library is going to feel when she sees this. I'm told that she doesn't mind weird colors in the hair. But, you know, we'll see, because it's not being professionally done. It's being done by an idiot for a YouTube video. See, I told you people that were, you know, I got into TikTok recently, and I actually am starting to really like it, because truthfully, the editing program on TikTok is so user-friendly. Oh my God. I had to watch a few videos on how to do certain things, and there's some things like, I really want wanted to use, okay, for you older folks who know who Lamb Chop and Sherry Lewis were, I got Molly Weasley, my dog, a Lamb Chop dog toy, and I wanted to do a video where they played the sound clip of Lamb Chop singing, "This is the song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend." Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because that song isn't on there, at least not the Lamb Chop version, and that's the version I want. So I need to learn how to upload sounds to TikTok. That's one thing for sure. Because the other thing is I bought some props at a thrift store, and like some demon horns and stuff, and this mask that has spikes all over it. And if you are familiar with the movie Hellraiser, based on the Clive Barker novel, The Hellbound Heart, you know, there's that whole line that Pinhead says, "We have such sights to show you." I wanted to use that line in a TikTok video. I can't find it for neither love nor money on TikTok. Well, you know what I found when I searched under Doug Bradley, which is the name of the actor who's the iconic Pinhead? Children's lullabies. And I tried Hellraiser, and I tried Clive Barker's Hellraiser, and I tried Pinhead. Nothing. Nothing. I think this is going to not be great, right? So, okay, so my camera battery is starting to run out already. So I'm going to turn off the camera. Okay, there's no dye on this. And then I'm going to come back with the next color. Excuse me, folks. And here we go again, folks. I'm a little worried. The box says Poppin' Purple. The tube says Poppin' Purple. But this is the color that it is in the bowl. Not saying that it won't turn out purple, but all the other colors I've tried to do this with, they actually look like the color on the box. So we're back with trying to give Brad Mondo a heart attack. You know, oh God, my shoulder hurts. I just need an emotional lift. I do. You know, life has not been easy lately. I've been having a lot of medical issues, and not because I'm fat. I know some anti-vaxxer is going to come in, "Oh, it's because you're vaccinated and the vaccines made you fat and blah, 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 blah." No. Okay, a lot of my weight actually comes from my medical issues. That's something a lot of people that don't understand, you know, they don't realize that sometimes a person's fat not because they overeat and stuff. It's because they have medical issues that make them fat. You know, you've got people who, you know, are on medications that can cause them to gain weight. I've got polycystic ovarian syndrome. I've got lots of allergies. And no, allergies are not caused by vaccines. God, even if Brad Mondo does do a react video to this, which he probably won't, he's probably going to have to cut a lot of this out just to not offend, not to start anything political or anything. You know, but yeah, allergies, anemia, and PCOS can all make a person gain weight, right? You know, and then you got the fact that I'm getting old and I have arthritis. My migraines have returned. I didn't have migraines for about 2 years after my hysterectomy. And then all of a sudden, I've got them again. Well, what I did this time is I wanted to use foils, and I even asked my mom, again, retired hairstylist, then again, she hasn't done hair since like the 60s. She hasn't done hair since she married my dad. But she, you know, she worked at her sister's beauty salon, had her cosmetician degree and everything, did hair for years upon years, styled wigs, to support my brothers. Big long story. Basically, her first husband was a jerk, you know, and he abandoned her and my brothers. And then my dad came along. He's like, I love this family. I love this woman. I want to marry her. I want to be father to her sons. And the rest is all she wrote. But, you know, so anyway, what I was saying is I asked my mom, I said, is there really any difference between hair foils and regular aluminum foil? And she said, other than the fact that hair foils are thinner and easier to work with, there's really no difference. So what I was going to do is I was going to buy a roll of foil from the Dollar Tree to keep my hair, to keep the two hair colors separate, but I didn't get to. So I'm doing so what I did is I put a second shower cap on top of the first one. It was a lot harder to rip through to get hair to color. It's hard to tell where it is. I probably should have taken Mom up on her offer to let her do this for me, but then I wouldn't have a YouTube video. Okay. I want a lot of purple in my hair, because purple is my favorite color. See what I mean about two shower caps being a lot harder to rip through than one? We're gonna do some purple. At least we hope it turns out purple. Purple, purple, purple. Purple is the best color in the universe. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out, folks. It's going to be completely random, obviously. You can see most of my hair that broke off straight down the middle. Yay, I'm getting hair dye on my neck. Oh well, I don't have to be into work until Friday. So, okay, let's just, at this point, Jenna Marbles it. We're just going to take all the rest of this. Okay, and what I decided to do to try to keep the heat in, since keeping the heat in is very important to this sort of thing, I'm not doing the gloves right. It's supposed to be one inside the other, and then I still got dye on my hands. I'm going to take yet another one of these cheap shower caps, ladies and gentlemen. Try to get some more of it. Okay. And it ripped on one side and it doesn't completely go over. So we will take yet another cheap shower cap. Alright. And no matter how it turns out, I will see you guys after I wash my hair. Alright? Yeah. This is going to be a disaster, isn't it? Oh my god, I gotta charge the camera already. Sorry for the angle. Real quick update. I'm about to jump in the shower. I've been using a hairdryer to try to increase the heat on this. I can't tell if there's any color change or not because the two purple shower caps kind of interfere. There's my happy birthday balloon in the background. And yeah, gonna go wash my hair now. Bye. So I just got out of the shower, and I have to say, so far I'm pretty disappointed. I mean, I knew it was going to be splotchy and everything, and not perfect, but I don't see, yeah, you can see my messy closet behind me, I don't care. I don't see a lot of the dark purple that I put on there. Of course, I tried that more for the back than the front. So yeah, you know, it could be me. It could be the way I did it. It could be that I didn't leave it on long enough, even though I left it on close to a half an hour. And hit it with the hairdryer to try to give extra heat to it, because I know heat makes color process. It could just be the brand. I will say this, I'm not buying the brand again for the simple fact of the matter is, the entire time it was on my scalp, or on my head. I tried not to get it on my scalp, but every place it was on my head burned like crazy. I have never had a dye burn like that before. So I'm going to go get some curlers in and then film the next part. So before I go and film the next part of the video, I just wanted to show you some things. People don't believe me when I say that I was a redhead when I was little, so I dug through and found some old photos of me as proof that I actually used to have red hair. Remember, these pictures are from the 80s. I'm looking for a camera like this, by the way. I collect vintage cameras. I won't tell you what happened to this one because it's kind of a sad story. But yeah, so these are some of my baby pictures as proof. And then I've got others. Here's, you can see very red hair. You can see the reflection of my bedpost in the picture. No, that's the reflection of the microphone. Duh. I've always kind of been a ham. This is me trying to pretend to be a mermaid. Here's me after I got my hair cut for the very first time. I used to have hair all the way down to my butt, and it was giving me violent headaches. So, see, I used to be a redhead. Can you tell? I've always been a ham. Here's me as Sherlock Holmes. I was trying to be a book-accurate Sherlock Holmes, and everybody thought I was Jack the Ripper. Here's a very 1980s me. Here's me at my very first Star Trek convention with a Data cosplayer who is smiling. So maybe he was actually cosplaying as Lore, pretending to be Data. I don't know. I think that's it. I've just got all these, here's me sleeping. So I just wanted to show you guys these things because, like I said, people don't believe me when I say that I had red hair when I was younger and that it turned mousy brown as I got older. And yet, I've got photographs as proof. I mean, it's Jamie in a box. Jamie in a box. Okay, enough of that. Alright, folks, I'm not doing that whole setup to try to raise up the camera this time because I'm actually in quite a bit of pain. My shoulder, I remember I mentioned I have osteoarthritis. It did this lovely popping thing that it does, and now it hurts like the dickens. So I'm just waiting for the Tylenol to kick in. I'm supposed to take ibuprofen, but I hate taking it because if you take too much, it can give you ulcers. Yeah, that'll be fun. So to start off on some positives, if you ever need to clean your sink or your tub, toilet bowl cleaner, hashtag not sponsored, actually does the trick. It got all the hair dye out of the sink. I mean, think about it. Sinks are porcelain, tubs are porcelain, toilets are porcelain. This is just a porcelain cleaner. The only difference between this and anything else is its angle to get up underneath the rim. So, that's a positive. Here's another positive. This is a shampoo brush. I don't know how I lived without one of these. Not only is my hair cleaner afterwards, my scalp doesn't itch. Okay? Normally, no matter what I use, even prescription stuff to keep my scalp from itching, it itches like the dickens. I don't really have dandruff, I just have a very itchy scalp. But since I started using this, my scalp itches a little, but not like it did. I'm not like digging at my head all day. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of breakage. I mean tons and tons and tons of breakage. Okay, so much breakage, I want to cry. The stuff that I put on my hair really burned the entire time it was on. I will not buy this brand again. If I ever do crazy colors in my hair again, I think maybe I'll actually go to a professional. There is like one place here in my hometown that I've actually wanted to try. It's just a matter of expense. I'm having a lot of medical bills with the anemia and the migraines and now the arthritis. I had to go to the emergency room for this. I'm going to be seeing a lot of specialists. That's why I was making jokes about and they're semi-serious, but I'm making jokes that if you're somebody that's actually going to use any of my stuff for an advertisement, please give me Amazon gift cards because I really want a Nintendo Switch. And I can't afford one right now. I love my camera, but I'd like to get a better quality one, you know, a name brand one. So some Amazon gift cards would go a long way towards that, you know. So, yes, just in case Brad watches this, this is Mondo, and his product. Mom and I have a little bit of a disagreement on this. Now remember, my mom, hairstylist from like the 50s and 60s, far as she's concerned, the only hair product that you should put in your hair is hairspray. She never liked it when I used mousse because I used to do the scrunch, the wash and wear and scrunch thing and stuff like that. Never liked when my brothers used gel. So I don't put this in my hair before curlers because she's like, oh, you know, she's like, ew, I don't like it. But, you know, I do put it on after the curlers are in my hair. It's not the way you're supposed to do it. Ah, I got some on the floor. Okay, so this is the way I normally do it. I just dab it on some of the curls. I'm going to say this. When I do use it, I actually notice way less breakage. Way less breakage. I mean, I think the only thing, and again, if Brad ever watches this video, that's comparable is that treatment I mentioned where you mix mayonnaise and eggs together and you leave it on your hair for 15 minutes. It's really drippy, really smelly, really works. I don't know why, you know, but I have way less breakage when I do that too. So that's about the only thing that's comparable to this product. Which, if you're vegan, you're going to want to use this instead, or if you're vegetarian. Plus, this is a leave-in product. The eggs and mayonnaise are not. The eggs and mayonnaise are basically like a hot oil treatment, only much, much, much smellier, and truthfully, work much, much better. I love my hot oil treatments, don't get me wrong. So I don't put a lot of this on, because I don't want to take the entire bonnet off. So yeah, this is the way I normally curl my hair. If you are somebody who wants curly hair and you're worried about the heat damage from curling irons and stuff, this is a great way to do it. It's an old-fashioned way. You know, do it the day before you're going to go somewhere. I know people are like, oh, but then I'd have to sleep in the curlers. Trust me, sleeping in curlers is not that big of a deal, okay? Especially if you get, you know, if you take the hard ones out and you put the sponge rollers in, or you do the old-fashioned rag curls. This is a great way to, you know, you can let it air dry, or you can just do the handheld dryer for 5 minutes, let it air dry for a bit. Handheld dryer for 5 minutes, let it, you know, so you don't have to be overheated. You're not putting a ton of heat on your hair. You can get an old-fashioned hooded dryer and use it. So this is a great way. You know, I always try to do it the day before I'm going to go anywhere. Because of all the breakage that I have, curly hair like this is a great way to hide breakage. People don't notice it unless maybe they're professional hairstylists. So curly hair is very forgiving, right? Yeah, so I'm going to start drying my hair now. And then I'm going to try to get it all dry today so I can brush it out and show you guys the finished product. I should not have leaned against the wall. I am in a lot of pain. Hopefully the Tylenol will kick in soon. I see a specialist on Thursday. You know, but you know what? It's part of getting older, and honestly, I would rather be alive and in pain than the alternative, okay? Even though I've struggled with depression and suicidal thoughts, at the end of the day, I like being alive, even if it means hurting, you know, but, yeah, I'm not feeling all that hot, so I'm going to go dry my hair. It's going to be choices. I like to try to watch DVDs, so is it going to be Sleepaway Camp or the original Dark Shadows? I'm trying to watch all the original Dark Shadows in order. Dark Shadows, Sleepaway Camp. Dark Shadows, Sleepaway Camp. Might be Sleepaway Camp because I've never seen Sleepaway Camp before. Or I have seen episodes of Dark Shadows, but out of order on PBS. Anyway, see you in a little bit. Forgot to turn my mic on. I decided to film the last little bit of this video out here in the sunshine, so you could do a hair forward in the sunlight. Hopefully neighbors aren't being too loud. I'm really disappointed. My hair broke so much. And despite shampooing it 4 times, it smells so bad. I thought for sure I was going to get little pops of purple here and little pops of pink there and blah, 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 blah. I thought I was being so smart. I know I left it on for a half hour or more because I watched 3 10-minute plus videos on YouTube while it was sitting. I took the hairdryer on a very low heat and I did this to make it warmer in there because I know heat makes it process faster. You know, and I had a whole bunch of shower caps on to trap the heat in. And just so much breakage. So much breakage. Not near enough color. And you guys, like I said, I needed the pick-me-up. I have been really, really, really unhappy lately. Even though I had a great birthday and everything, I went to the San Diego Zoo. It was a lot of fun. You know, all the different health things. You got the arthritis. You've got the fact that I need eye surgery. You've got the migraines with the vertigo. I can't drive anywhere anymore. I have to have somebody else drive me. I'm missing work a lot because of being in pain. You know. Some of my neighbors think that I'm going to have to end up on disability, which I really don't want to. You know, not that there's anything shameful about that. It's just that I want to have a job. I want to work. I want to get out of the house once in a while without having to have somebody else drive me. So I was just really, 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 really hoping that this would give me an emotional lift. If I'm lucky, I'm going to tweet this to Brad Mondo and say, hey, look at the damage I did to my hair, just to entertain people. And maybe he'll do a beautician, or your hairdresser reacts, sorry. You know, because it's about time he had an ugly old fart like me on his channel, okay? And don't tell me I'm not old. I'm 43. According to society, I'm ancient. You know. So yeah, I'm really unhappy with how everything turned out. See, oh, no, where's the color? Where's the color? Where's the color? Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. It's a little bit of pink here, and that's about it. I should have just saved what little bit of money I could and bought myself a Nintendo Switch. You know, because you can consider the fact that I've got an ER bill coming up because I went to the emergency room, and all the other medical things I'm going to have to pay for. Probably going to have to put off buying the Nintendo Switch for a while. And I really want a Nintendo Switch. Oh well. Hey, you, come here. Come here, girl. Come here. I'm trying to get little Miss Camera Shy out here because you guys need to end this video on something that's actually attractive. Come here, girl. Come here, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you. Yes? Brad, if you do watch this is my dog, Molly Weasley. She actually likes to wear clothes. Today she is modeling her Spider-Man shirt. She is probably 3/4 poodle and 1/4 terrier. We're not sure. She was a stray. I adopted her from a shelter, and she is the best thing that has happened to me. Yes, you are. I love you so much. You're gonna lick all my lipstick off. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Well, no matter how bad my hair is and how depressing everything is, at least I have this little bundle of sunshine in my life. Yeah. Sunshine of my... Well, you're making it impossible to sing to you. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, so we're ending the video on Molly Weasley, because you guys got to see at least something attractive in here. Hi.